80 years ago, from the ashes of war, the world planted a seed of hope. One charter, one vision, one promise, that peace is possible when humanity stands together. The UN Charter is a declaration of hope and the foundation of international cooperation for a better world. And from day one, the United Nations has been a force of construction in a world often marked by destruction. A meeting ground where the fiercest rivals can come together to solve global problems. An institution where the smallest are represented alongside the most powerful. A platform where voices of people everywhere can be heard. A place grounded in the principles and letter of the Charter and other rules of international law. And an engine of progress for human rights, sustainable development, and humanitarian action. The Charter has given us the tools to change destinies, save lives, and deliver hope to the most desperate corners of the world. And we can draw a direct line from the creation of the United Nations and the prevention of a third world war. Excellencies, upholding the purposes and the principles of the Charter is a never-ending mission. Over the decades, we have celebrated the end of wars while witnessing the start of others. We have delivered life-saving aid to people in desperate need while watching more humanitarian disasters unfold. We have seen progress towards denuclearization and simultaneously renewed steps to rearmament. We had seen the progression of democracy, human rights, and adherence to international law, while unfortunately now seeing a troubling trend in the opposite direction. We have rallied behind the Sustainable Development Goals and also seen growing gaps in inequalities. We have mobilized for climate action and also are enduring record heat and climate chaos. We have witnessed the breathtaking rise of digital technology and artificial intelligence, which holds so much potential for humanity, while we still work to ensure this technology is managed responsibly and safely. Excellencies, we must continue to advance our work across all these fronts. But let's be clear. Today we see assaults on the purposes and principles of the UN Charter like never before. The threat and use of force against sovereign nations. The violation of international law, including international humanitarian law and international human rights law. The targeting of civilians and civilian infrastructure. The weaponization of food and water. The erosion of human rights. On and on we see an all too familiar pattern. Follow when the Charter suits, ignore when it does not. The Charter of the United Nations is not optional. It is not an à la carte menu. It is the bedrock of international relations. We cannot and must not normalize violations of its most basic principles.
Excellencies, today more than ever, we must respect and renew our commitment to international law, in word as in deed, to adapt to an increasingly multipolar and digital world, to address global shocks with unity and determination, to open our doors wide to civil society, youth and the private sector, and to rethink the way we act by building stronger, renewed, inclusive, networked multilateralism, in sum, a multilateralism that is adapted to the 21st century. In September, Member States adopted the Pact for the Future, reaffirming the world's commitment to international law and the United Nations Charter. On this anniversary, I invite all Member States to live up to the spirit and the letter of the Charter, to the responsibilities that it confers upon us, and the future that it calls upon us to build, for peace, for justice, for progress, for we the peoples. Thank you.